Hello YouTube world, this is Marco G here on Motorcycle Tips and Trips. Thank you for following my channel. And today we're going over a third way to balance your tires, and we're going to use this product called CounterAct Balancing Beads. This is the most easiest and most accurate way of balancing your tires, and the best thing that they will stay balanced until it's time to replace your tires. You don't need no special tools, no complicated step. Anybody could do this. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install this and how it works. So follow me. Like I mentioned earlier, you don't need no special tools. You don't even need the jack. I'm only using this jack for this video. Could you imagine you have to remove this tire here and put it back, go through the hassle. If you have chain, you got to hook up the chain, the belt, and take the caliper off up front, take the wheel off, going through this whole process. And most of you don't want to go through that. So you take it to the shop, then they're going to charge you to removal and put it back on. Also adjust it, and then they might delay and you don't know when you're getting your motorcycle back. So this way, you have this on the ground, you don't have to remove the tires, you just put it in, it's done, and it's the most accurate way. Okay, now let me explain how all this works. The reason why I recommend CounterAct Balance Beads is because they remain inside the tire. You will not lose them. With traditional weights, in time, they could break loose and fall off, and even these other ones, and then you may not be aware, but the tires start wearing unevenly. As you take curves, you might lean more. All that will change the weight of your tires. Also, if you skid when doing emergency braking, you're also going to wear your tire, or you're spinning your tires and wasting rubber, that will cause your tire to be unbalanced. And that's where CounterAct Balancing Beads stays balanced every time. CounterAct uses small ceramic beads that goes inside your tire. As the wheel spins, the beads roll freely inside and they naturally move to the opposite of the heavy spot, creating a perfectly balanced wheel. As your tire continues to wear down, the beads keeps balancing automatically. So the beads will run at the center of your tire when it's upright. And when you're leaning, the beads will off-center and keep the wheel down on the pavement, giving you a better patch. That's what makes this product great for motorcyclists, is that this balancing holds steady even when you're leaning in the curves. So no matter if you're upright or you're carving into the curves, your wheel stays smooth and balanced every time. Another great news is you could also use these beads with inner tubes. CounterAct even sells inner tubes with already having the balancing beads pre-installed. That can save you a lot of time, especially if you're replacing your own tires with spokes rim like mine, which requires an inner tube. Now for the tip of the day, if you're replacing your own tires yourself, do not use soapy water as a lubricant. CounterAct specifies warning against it because it will interfere with the performance of the beads. The soap will cause the beads to clump up and fail. Instead, CounterAct sells a tire tube mounting compound that works perfectly for a lubricant for the rims and tires, and it won't affect your balancing beads at all. The first thing you have to do, you want to go ahead over to their website, CounterActBalancingBeads.com. I will drop that link below. Once you're there, you'll find a chart that tells you exactly how many ounces of beads you need for your tire, so you'll know which kit to purchase. The chart goes by the width of the tire, which is the very first number in your tire size. For example, on my tire is 130/90 B16. The 130 is the width of this tire, the 90 is the thickness of the tire, and the 16 is the rim. So what you're going to go by is this. On the Suzuki Boulevard is 130 and the rear is 170, and that's going to be 2 ounces for this tire, 2 ounces for the rear tire. Some tires may need only 1 ounce, while others might need 2 or even 3 ounces. depending on the size. So make sure you check the chart before you get started. You don't want to use the wrong amount of beads. I don't want to put 3 in here ounces or 1 ounce. That will not work. So pay attention to that chart. Make sure you got the right one. Now, you can't actually purchase the kit directly from CounterAct's website, but they do have a dealer locator where you can find the nearest place where you carry them, so you could purchase them. For example, I found out I could get mine at Psycho Gear. Okay, here's the kit. I'm going to show you real quick what comes in it so you are aware. This is the applicator bottle. This one already comes with 2 ounces for my tire. They give you a hose so you can hook up here and put it in your valve stem. I'll go over that later. The extra bag of 2 ounces for the other tire. Also, it has, well, they give you a sticker, but you do have an instructions if you're not sure, a little nervous. You watch this video again, and it's right here, and they'll show you. Also, you get new valve stems, and these little tips are designed so these beads don't fly back out. So that's what they're for. You got the caps and the valve stem remover, and you could use any type. If you have your own personal one, you could use that. So keep this, don't lose this in case you replace your tire, and or you have a new motorcycle, you want to put this in. You don't have to buy this whole kit. You could buy the bags by itself and you save some money. Okay, first things first, you do have to remove all your weights off. So on this, because it's chrome, I'm using this plastic spatula. You can clean this off with solvent, use WD-40 or on a rag. Don't spray it on your tire, on a rag, and then put it on there, or use kerosene. And if you have alloy tires, do not use 409. You could use 409 here if you like, but not an alloy tire, you'll ruin the coating. Here we are. So you could use theirs to remove the air stem and it works fine. Or you could use your own. There's different types, whatever you want to. So bring it out slowly. Tap your valve stem, and there you go. Okay, I got the air out before I get the applicator ready. They recommend at 4 to 8 o'clock position. That's where you want to put the beads in. This way they drop in better. They go to the bottom. Okay, this is the applicator. There's a little edge here so the red cap can stay on there so as you use it for next time. What you do, just grab this and bite it, or a utility knife. Next thing, you're going to place this on this, and we're going to put this on the valve. Okay, before we start, we got the this all ready to go. We put the tube on here, but I want to show you here, this is a 90-degree angle valve stem. Some of them are straight up normally. Rear tires normally will have it. You might get some in the front. The straight ones, you don't have to worry that much, but this one, I'll explain how that will work. So we're going to put the beads in here. After the beads, I'll tell you what you need to do. So what we're doing, we're going to grab this and do not pour it and try to pour it like water. You cannot do that. If you do, you're going to need something like this. This is a toothbrush with a vibration, and to make it go in. That's because you clumped it up. So you put this on there completely. It's on there. And what I recommend, just let it go down slowly. And then you let some more go, tap it. And I make it like doing CPR. And I'm going in there. Okay, we're here near the end. But I realized I put this in other motorcycle tires. I forgot to mention that when you have a tube tire like this one has to be, because it's spoked, it takes a little bit longer to go in, because I guess because it's not an open cavity completely. The tube compresses. So you're replacing your tire, like I mentioned before, get the one with the beads in it. You don't have to go through it. The other one was, regular tires are much easier. You don't have to, but they do mention to air bump it. I use one of these because there's no valve stem in there. You're just going to tap it and what you're doing is just pushing any beads there out of the way so it won't involve with the stem. Okay, now that going back to this 90-degree turn here, you'll grab this stem, and if you put that in there, it's going to, like I mentioned before, it'll block the air going in. You just pull this off. crank that off. In this case, they like to have this so when you release the air, the beads don't come out. The air still go in and out. But it may not come out, but for safety reason, they don't want you to lose a bead. Now, you must, when you put air in here, please put what the manufacturer requires. These engineers already figured out. Do not underinflate them, don't overinflate them. Because once this tire gets hot, it's going to increase the air pressure. It's designed that way. They already figure it out. So put the air that's recommended, and a lot of times it's back here on this bike, or look in your manual, look it up on Google. So let's do the front and get this done. Okay, I already cut the bag. If you don't have a funnel, you can put this on here, hold it, cut a little piece on the side, hold this so you won't spill it, and just pour it in there and use this as a funnel. I got it complete. I'm just letting you know that this stem here, if you have these with the nut on there, check them while you're there. They might need to snug a little bit, tighten them if you have to. In the back, I didn't have no problem. Front, I struggled just a little bit. What happened, these are tube rims, and because you take the air out of the tubes, they collapse. Versus the tubeless rims, when you pour the beads in there, they just fall in and they don't have a problem. I had no problem with those, but I forgot about the tubes, and this probably because it's a smaller tire than the back, the tube collapsed, and I had to struggle and move it back and forth and bang the rim and use the vibrator on the stem to get the beads down. I got it in there. And if you plan to replace your own tire, and especially the ones you have to get the tube, buy the tubes with the beads in it. It's just worth it. So now we got this done, and I have a perfect balanced wheel. This is it, a quick and simple way to balance your wheels with CounterAct balancing beads. It is easy, accurate, and keeps your ride smooth for the life of your tire. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share with a friend, subscribe. Also, leave a comment if you already experienced with CounterAct balancing beads and share your experience. Stay safe, ride smart, and like always, see you in my next video. I gotta go because I gotta go for my ride.